Hi everybody, my name is Frank Ampmeyer and I'm with Cook Digital Media. Today I would like to talk to you about strong online passwords, or passwords in general. It's vital for our internet security. Every week we still accept some passwords from our clients, whether they give us access to their server or to their email address or to their YouTube account. And we still see very, very weak passwords. So I wanted to make this little video just updating you on how you could improve your passwords. So quick index on what we're going to discuss today, and then in principle why we need online passwords, strong online passwords. In principle, there's only one answer: to secure yourself online. That is the most vital part of you being online, at least being safe. I mean, in the end, to your house you also have a front door that has a lock, and hopefully you live in a safe neighborhood, but still, even if you do, you still lock your door at night. So it's the same with passwords. You know, sometimes it's okay to leave your door open. However, you do not want people to come in. So you got to make sure that you have a strong password, a strong key to protect yourself from anybody that wants to do wrong for you. So what are bad passwords? Well, my name is Frank. Frank123 would be a very bad password for me. However, John, and I'm not called John, but John0987 would also be a weak password. It's only 8 digits. And it's got only numbers and some letters. I am Frank, definitely out, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is probably among the worst. Basic rule is if you can remember it, it's a bad password. So what are good passwords? In principle, a good password is anywhere between 12 and 16 digits, at least has one capital, at least has a lowercase letter, at least has a numeric digit, and at least has one special symbol. So if you look at me, one of the examples here on the top, Frank123 at I am Frank. Now, I just told you that Frank123 is actually not a very strong password, but look at the length of my password, plus I build in some symbols, plus I build in a capital, plus some numeric numbers. And I changed Frank into an @ sign, where it's readable for me, but for a computer that would not be readable or would not be seen as an A. So this, in most cases, would be seen as a strong password. But then look at the password down here. It's got a lot of different symbols, it's got a lot of capitals, lowercase letters, and numbers, which makes this a very strong password. It also 16 digits long, which is normally seen as a very strong password. But of course, I can't remember this, and if I have 10 or 15 accounts that I have to log in every single day, to have a different password for all these accounts that look like this, I can't remember that. So we have to find a way to actually save your passwords. We'll get to that in a short while. Let's look at the do and the don'ts. Well, do not use one password for all your logins. Funny enough, we still get clients, they give us one password and they say, oh yeah, that's for everything. If they crack one, they are able to crack everything. So also do not use anything related to your personal name. It's too easy from your email address to find out your personal name, and probably if you want a password that is easy to remember, it most likely relates to your personal name or, for instance, your date of birth. So don't use these either. And then to actually generate strong passwords, you got to use a tool. And there's all sorts of tools online. Just ask Mr. Google. Mr. Google will give you a whole long list of password generators. I normally, because that's easy to remember for me, passwordgenerator.net. It generates a password for you, but you straight copy it off them. And you don't need to give your email address or your account details or anything. They're not saving your passwords or anything. They're just generating a password. And that's what you want. And the good thing about passwordgenerator.net is they also allow you to set the sophistication level of your password. For instance, some banks do not allow symbols in their passwords. So you can actually set that in Password Generator just by clicking a few radio buttons. Okay, tips to save your passwords. So this is what I would suggest you to do. Save your passwords in the file. which you do not mark as passwords, because if somebody gets access to your computer, and people will do over time, or over a wireless network or whatever, and if you have a file on your computer that is called passwords.doc, then obviously you're keeping some passwords there, and maybe some other login details. So make sure that the file where you store your passwords is called something that only you remember, babypictures.txt. No hacker's gonna look at babypictures.txt, but if you know that your passwords are safe there, then that's a good thing. In the file, do not use the words login, username, password, or PW, because somebody who gets access to your computer can actually scan your file names, all the file names on your computer. But not only that, they can also, I have no idea why Windows keeps popping up, they can also look into every file. So if they would be searching for login or username or password in your files on your PC or your laptop, then of course that's an indicator for them to have a close look at that specific file and scrape it from your computer. So do not use these words. And then, for example, in the text file, I would use, so for instance in this case it's Amazon. I mean, I can read Amazon, but a computer would not read Amazon. And then my email address is normally also my login. My email address is frank.amp something something something. So the rest I do know. And then my password. So a hacker could do very little with all this information. Probably it's too complex even to go any further. So quick summary here: create a strong password for your online safety. It's all up to you to keep yourself safe. Make a new password for each account that you use online. Maybe a good tip as well, and I haven't mentioned that yet: create a new password for your different accounts every 3 to 6 months. No need to do it every week, but every 3 to 6 months makes common sense. And then store them in a safe place. I wish you success and have a great day today.